channel. So today I'm gonna be talking about my curly hair journey. I'm gonna also try to put like before pictures so that you guys can see of like what my hair looked like before and obviously what it looks like now. But this is a very touchy or sentimental story for me, because this also was a reason why I started my business and why I like to help women with their curly hair. And this is why I love my job, because of this experience that I went through. And I'm so glad that I went through it, because now I can help. Ooh, I'm getting emotional right now. But now I can help other girls with their curly hair. I know it's a struggle, and I know if you're doing a journey right now, please stick to it. Please be patient, because it's gonna be worth it at the end. And you're gonna love your hair, you're gonna love yourself. And this is really about self-love. Like, growing up with natural hair is self-love, like loving yourself. Because back in the day, like, we didn't have the knowledge that we have now. Like with curly hair, we didn't have the internet to tell us how to do our hair. We didn't have the internet to tell us to love your hair, or it looked beautiful on you, or you look good. When I was growing up, what looked good was straight hair, and that's what everyone had around me, so I felt like that's what I should have. And that was my mistake when I was a child. Like, not a child, but like middle school, 8th grade, going into like high school. That was a mistake of mine, and I think I regret it from the time that I did it. Like, right away after I messed up my hair, like, I knew I damaged my hair. I knew I did something wrong. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit later, but why I decided to transition and why I decided to go natural. In high school, I felt like what looked beautiful was straight hair. And I felt like I only looked beautiful when my hair was straight. Not because that's what people told me, but because that's what I saw. So when you see these things, you feel like, well, damn, maybe my hair should look like that too. And that's what I ran with. You know, I ran with that, and that's what I did. I would literally wake up every single morning, and I would literally use a flat iron on my hair, and I would straighten my hair every single day.
My dear little Gabrielle, that means, no.
And my mother would tell me every day, like, what are you doing? Your hair is beautiful. Like, why would you do that to your hair? You're gonna damage your hair, you're gonna damage your hair, you're gonna regret it. And you know what? Let me say this too. When your mom is telling you something and you're young and you don't feel like she's doing it genuinely, no, she's doing it genuinely, and she's doing it because she loves you. Because everything she tells me that I'm doing wrong, I like realize it later in life, and I'm just like, damn, I should have listened to my mom, you know? But it's okay. That flat iron really just ruined my life. So once I got to a point where my hair, when I would wet my hair and my hair looked straight, I regretted it immediately. And there was a point, like in my 10th grade year, like ending of 9th grade year, going into my 10th grade year, where I started using like those little tiny curling rods, and I would wet my hair, I would air dry it. It was like super straight. It looked like I had like a keratin or like a perm, but I did never put any of that in my hair. Like, I just damaged it with the iron, because I would literally iron my hair every single day. But like my 10th grade year, I started to use a little iron, like a little rod, to kind of create that curl. And that's what I ran with for like a year, okay? For a year. But then I realized that my hair was like literally sizzling, burning. My hair was burning off. I had to like cut so much off of my hair. And then, not a year, it kind of like went on for like 6 months, let's say. And then one day I told my mom, I want to do like a curly perm. I want my hair to come back. I want my curls to come back. My hair is damaged. Like, I don't know what I did to my hair. I don't want to straighten my hair anymore. And she was like, if you do a curly perm, your hair will fall off your head. And I'm like, why? And she's like, pass. And I was like, why? But in reality, I knew why. Like, my hair already had chemical in it from dyeing my hair. You know, when you're young, you're like doing all these crazy colors. I had like pink bangs, blue hair, I had gray hair, green hair, turquoise hair. I had every color in the book, okay? I don't really have pictures of that, and I'm very thankful that I don't, because those are really embarrassing. But I had so many chemicals in my hair that she told me if I put a curly perm in my hair will fall off. But of course, I didn't listen. And one day she went on like a trip to go like out of state, and of course we have a salon, so I told one of the workers in the salon, hey, I want a curly perm. My mom said it's okay to do it. So I went on and I did it. I had the curly perm in my hair for less than 10 minutes and my hair was literally falling off, okay? Falling off. Like, that was super traumatic for me, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking and why didn't I listen to my mom, but it happened and I was traumatized. So right after that, I had to cut my hair really short, and I remember me crying like crazy. To my mom, like, I shouldn't have done this. And when she came back, she was like, I told you so.
And I tell you, cause I told you.
You should listen to me. Like, I've been doing hair for 30 years. Like, why aren't you listening to your mother? And I was like, I'm sorry, I was being a hardhead, you know. And I'm like, damn, Mom. But it's all right. So after that, I had to cut my hair up really short, and I started wearing extensions. And I basically lived off extensions. Like, my whole high school years, I lived off extensions, like straight extensions. Like, I would wear extensions for everything. And it got to a point where I would wear like colored extensions because I couldn't even color my hair because it was so damaged. And I never let my hair progress because I wanted to look good all the time. I wanted to look presentable all the time. And I didn't want to have short hair, so I would just keep wearing my extensions for years and years. I had clip-ins, I had sew-ins, I had everything in the book, you can name it, I had it. And that lasted up to my senior year. And once I got to my senior year, like the beginning of the year, I started wearing like curly extensions, but my hair was super damaged on top, so it kind of looked like waves and then like a little curly at the bottom. It looked a little funny, but I did that for a while. Then that same year, my senior year, like mid-year, I started hitting the gym. The gym was like my defense mechanism, and I was hitting the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. Like, I was in the gym, cardio. And I lost a lot of weight, by the way, but that's besides the point. Maybe I could do like another video on that. I got tired of wearing extensions. So like mid-senior year, I traveled to New York. And when I went to New York, I had a moment where I was like, just cut it off. Like, cut it off. After I did my big chop, I was still wearing, like, I didn't do a big chop, actually. I lied. I didn't do a big chop. I only cut a little bit of I cut a big piece of my hair, but I was still wearing my extensions after that. But after high school, I did a big chop where my hair was up to my ears. Like, it was so short. I felt like I looked like a little boy. Like, it was a really bad time for me. But I also, at the same time, I also felt like a huge relief. I was like, oh my God, like, this is an amazing feeling. Like, I don't have to depend off extensions. I don't have to depend off anything. I can be myself. Even though my hair was still super straight on top, I'm gonna try to show you like a picture of what my hair looked like when I first cut it off. But it was horrible. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. After I cut everything off and I stopped wearing the extensions, I felt sad, but it was a bittersweet moment because I felt sad, but I also felt a relief off my chest. Like, I was happy at the same time. Like, I didn't have to depend off extensions or like looking good for someone else. When really, I was being myself and I was being me. So right after I did that, I started cutting my hair like monthly. Like, monthly I was cutting my hair like consistently. cutting it for like a year straight. So I got rid of all that straight hair on top. And then after my first year, which was like 2015, after my first year, I started using like a lot of drugstore products, and that really just killed my hair badly. Like my hair got super dry, and it was just a bad time when I did that. It was like starting all over again, and I was so sad because I was like, I just lasted a year cutting my hair off to then kind of backtrack because I'm using the wrong product. And I feel like a lot of girls go through this when they're transitioning because you don't really know what they use for your hair. You know, this is like the first time you're like actually trying to care for it or love it or give it TLC, and you're like clueless, like what do I do? You know what I mean? So that was me at the time, and I was just like super like traumatized because I had to start cutting my hair again. After I lasted a year cutting my hair monthly, I did it again for another year. So I guess I was like 2016, and then from 2017 till now, I've been cutting my hair every 2 months, and I'm just trimming it. But during that time, I would deep conditioning my hair a lot, sacrificing myself a lot to not have my hair looking good all the time. A lot of girls that have natural curly hair feel like your hair should look perfect all the time, when in reality, no. You know, adding too much water becomes alkaline to the hair, it dries your hair out. You know, me about 6 years. It took me 6 years to get from me having pin straight hair to me having my hair like this now. And I hope it encourages you to do the same. Learn to have patience, get knowledgeable, read into ingredients, look at ingredients. Try not to oversaturate your hair with a lot of product. Try to not oversaturate your hair with a lot of water. Have a balance. Everything's always good when you have a balance, not when you're overdoing it. You have a balance, you know what I mean? That's really what it was for me, and I'm glad I did it because it was really a sentimental time for me. Grateful that I went through that. Thank you for watching my video. Before you